I know I'm gonna miss something here. My webcam. I knew I missed something. I knew I missed something. I think it's my webcam. Is it positioned where I want it to be? I don't know. Anyway, guys, hello, welcome on in. It's SpartanDee playing Neverwinter on the PC. I know I'm not streaming right now, but I made it into a stream like a setup on purpose. As you may or may not know, I've made a video which was privated, which means that you won't be able to find it on my YouTube channel. The only way you can actually watch that private video is actually to go on my Discord and clicking on the link there, because that's the only way you can access it. Anyway, I basically, it's called status update because it's supposed to update you guys on what's going on with the stream with me. I'm not gonna repeat that for the sake of those who's already watched it. So I will put it up in the description, or it will pop up there at the top right of the video for you guys. So yeah, that's that out of the way. And that's the reason for this type of format. Anyway, for those who are not really interested about that, it's yeah, it's just there for those people who are interested, semi-interested. But yeah, if you are on my Discord, you will always be. I mean, those guys in my Discord will probably know first about what's going on with the stream and with me. Anyway, without further ado, let's just go ahead and do this. Welcome to Mod 25. How do I say it? Menzoberranzan, something like this. Menzo, I mean, another thing that I explained in there is why I'm doing this. So, Menzoberranzan, yeah, I don't know if I said that correctly. I haven't started yet. I did all the other things that I needed to do, like grab my astral crate of astral diamonds from my tunes, and doing the professions and getting their gold, etc., etc., etc. But I had a look last night or this morning, however you want to look at new insignias. But I'm not too excited about them though. It's new. But stats wise, I don't know if I'll be able or would want to even use these unless we're talking about the four slotted insignias. Um, and of course the new kind of like weapon and armor enchantments. Um, and of course the double enchantment. Again, not sure if I need these. Uh, but you can't find the new ones, the new enchantments, in Saga Brada Sage. Sorry, I forgot her name. Brada Sage, and of course, in your choice packs, um, they are also not available. I had a look already. But you know what? Before I forget, I will be invoking with this mechanical altar. I've been staring at that invoking button, and I know it's the last invoke of the day, and I would like to do the invokes with a mechanical altar so that I get an extra gold, as well as these mechanical packs, because they have a chance of giving me 100 gold per bag. Oh, they're 25. Not too bad, not too shabby. I got about 28 gold there, I think, top of my head. Anyway, looking at these, I don't believe you get the new ones. It's just the old ones. And then the rank 2 choice packs gives you everything, right? Including the weapon enchantment, armor enchantment, except for the new ones. Okay, let's just establish that. And also the rank 4, or I guess they call it legendary now, only has the weapon enchantment and armor enchantment. I think the companion one as well. No? Oh, I guess I was wrong. No. But they don't have the new ones. So I'm kind of like conflicted. Definitely conflicted. Because I've been keeping these. Oh, it's pickup. It binds on pickup. That's Sag. Oh, that's Sag. Well, I might be able to get a garnet out of this, and then play. Oh, do I need more garnets? I think so. I think I need more garnets. Yeah, I think I need more garnets. I need four more, I believe. I don't have the smaller ones. I would like it to start at rank 4, or I guess legendary rank, but unfortunately, legendary ranks don't appear in the rank 4 choice packs. But these ones are unbound, so I can basically barter. So or give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now. Um, but we'll see. You know what? I'll just put it in the shared bank. Why not? Why not? This is just how we roll, I suppose. I've been. I'll be honest. I think I've just been too nice. Really, really. The amount of things that I give away, and the amount of things that I get back are not equal. It's always I'm giving too much away for very little effort. But you know what? I guess that's just how I roll, I suppose. I like to give things, but not in a way that it's like, can I get that? Just asking. I mean, I suppose you can ask and see where that goes and see if you do get it, but I do want to give back to the community without having them to spend anything except for like their time, or saying hello, whatever. And I do find that people actually do listen to my videos apparently, like in my previous video, not the previous one, the previous one, where I was talking about crossbows. That sounds really loud. I hope it's not loud for you guys. The reason why I didn't set that previous video that's privated open to public is because the music was so loud. It was almost as equal as my talking voice. So it was like really distracting, and I get a lot of negative comments, I want to say, or constructive comments, quote unquote, that lower your volume, whatever. I'm like, if I lower my volume, it lowers both the music and my voice. I can't edit that out unless I do a voiceover, and I'm not gonna do a voiceover for a 14-minute video or even a 10-hour video. I don't even remember how long that video, that comment was about. Anyway, without further ado, let's just go on. Before I carry on though, one final thing, guys. Sorry about this. The new, the new stuff. Nothing interesting here. I mean, except for vanity insignia. Not really looking at it. I'm looking at this living hex, and I'm loving it. Doing a 50,000. I mean, that's only at the what's this? Rank 2 uncommon, or rank 1. Okay, that's gonna suck to level up then. You need at least 5 cold lesson modes for these. Did that change? Did that text just change? I have a sinking feeling it just changed on me. I keep on like hovering over the description, right? And it just changes after a while. But anyway, so I like this one as well. It reduces incoming damage, but it's really meant for healers, so that when they heal, there's a chance of it like healing a lot more, I believe. Movement speed and incoming damage, right? But I don't heal as a tank. But the increased damage reduction sounds like a very very good thing. Especially for boss fights, like the first boss in MTOS. It's like having a damage reduction gears for those really like unpredictable with a hardcore boss, for example. You would sometimes swap those because you never know when something is gonna hit you and it's just gonna insta kill you as a tank. And basically when you die in a hardcore VOS, it basically closes the whole map. So you do want to have like a very consistent, like you don't need fortified nature to kind of like stack up and then increase your defense. It basically from the start of the fight till the end of the fight is a consistent like reduction in damage intake. So that this one, I might swap to it instead of fortified nature. I know fortified nature has an update in mod 25 now, so that it actually doesn't go away. Like it stacks up to 5 consistently as long as you get hit. However, you only get the heal every 10 seconds, 30 seconds, something like this, right? And at a reduced, like reduced heal, as opposed to previous mod heal, right? It's better, I want to say, but it also, yeah, you still need to get stacks, which you know, if it's kind of like an instant death situation, I would rather have a consistent like decreased damage resistance. I mean, there are a lot of gears that does that as well. So I mean, it's not like it's a KIV. Keep it in view. Definitely not a no. And Living Hex, I might swap into this if I'm doing content like PvE content. That's not like say hardcore boss or Master Temple of Spider, you know, something, because it also generates aggro, right? But there's only a chance, but it also hits AoE. So you know what I mean? It's like it probably is an enchantment where you'd use when you need to aggro, but not all the time. But since you're the tank and you're gonna get hit and you have aggro kind of like taunts anyway, it supplements it, you know. And then of course there's the lightning flash, which I would probably put on my DPS loadout. But you know, there are a lot of interesting weapon enchantments now, or updated weapon like this flash freeze. I didn't know it was actually a slow. I thought it was just the what I'm using right now, the Poison Thorn was the only slow. The reason why I'm using Poison Thorn was because I was doing this like AoE build, because I'm using like the Grace and also yeah, the Vistani set, because you need AoE in order to proc that. And then that's done. Now we're talking about those mounts that are like 4 enchantments, insignias. I'm like, you know, what a cruel thing the devs did. I want to say personally, I feel like, you see all these new mounts have this thing called a priority, which I don't really know how it works yet, because I don't have the new ones. There's like, I want to say 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the new lockbox one, which actually I'm probably gonna open right now. Not that one, sorry. Ebon riding lizard. So it's got 4. So there's 5 mounts right now, and I got 5 keys, and I got 5 lockboxes of the new lockboxes, and I'm thinking of opening them. But let me just like cover. I could buy this one. Probably open a get a voucher and then get this at like 20% off instead of like, well, it's 100% right now. This is new. Why is this not new? Why are these 2 not new? You see this yellow flag or banner? That means it's a new item. These are, all 4 of these are new items. Don't look at these ones. These are my previous ones, but these ones, these are new. So why do only 2 of these have the flag? I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? Get a voucher, get these. And once I buy these, I'm assuming that it will be available to all of my tunes and my account. Do I need... yeah, not really. I'd rather have the mythic ones. But why I say it's a cruel thing. Because look at my stable. Look at it. Look at this. I mean, can I make it bigger? I don't know. I have roughly about 150 mounts, plus minus 50. You know, it's probably closer to like 200 mounts. I don't know. I now looking at it, it may not be 200, but you know what I mean. It's like all of these mounts don't have a 4th insignia, and judging by the website, they were saying on the website artgames.com. The dev said that none of these old mounts, right, previous mod mounts, mod 24 and below, they are not gonna get a 4th insignia ever. That's what they're saying, which means that yes, they are still viable in that you still get your bonuses, right, even without the 4th slot, and apparently the fourth slot does give its own benefits. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be able to see that here. Any. Oh, look at that. Oh, that. Oh, okay, there's not a lot more. There's just a couple. It looks like maybe five at the top of my head. It makes. Oh wait, yeah, five. That would make sense. Two, three, four, six, seven, eight. There's eight. So the font is really small. I'm just gonna move the mic, so it's gonna sound a bit weird, my voice right now. But I need to put my face close to the monitor so I can read this. You gain 5,000 4K. Negative effect from resurrection sickness are 25% more. What? So basically, just don't die then, because if you die, it's 25% more potent, which means that it's gonna be way worse than if you didn't have this. Apparently, why would it have a negative effect? But it's negligible, if you don't die, right? Or if you use a alter. But I don't know. I can imagine situations where you're like, you're basically like in a Master Temple of Spider as a tank, for example. You die because of the execution for whatever reason. It's just gonna get worse and worse and worse every death. Like basically, it's a wipe if you die even one time, right? It's basically a wipe because you're just gonna be less effective. If you, why? My wife's calling. It's probably gonna be about the investment again. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna have to answer this. Right, sorry about that, guys. More or less, yes and no. Yes and no. I wasn't exactly right. I wasn't exactly wrong either. It was, she called me because we're gonna go and watch Shazam later, so she wanted me to be ready. She wanted me to be ready when she comes home. So That would be 6 o'clock. No, that'd be too late. I need to be ready by 3. So yeah, I guess we only have 2 hours, guys, because I gotta get ready. And no, it doesn't take me that long to get ready, but basically the wife has to come and pick me up straight from work, and then we're gonna go straight out. So she would rather not have to wait for me, if at all possible. Anyway, sorry about that. That's just my life. Let's go ahead. Where were we? Where were we before I was interrupted? Why is it always like this? Why is it always like this? Life, guys, life. Looking forward to Shazam, I guess. I've been looking forward to it ever since watching Black Adam. Oh god. Oh god, the cable is stuck all over my chair. There we go. I need a wireless charging station for my phone. You know, just plop it and then that's it. And it's charging. You don't have to fiddle with wires, whatever. Sorry again, getting distracted. Where were we? We were talking about the insignias, okay. So I'm looking at potentially getting 2 4 slotted mounts. At least one. You lose 1,500 of your critical severity. You gain 1,500. So it's more of a tank thing. Do I need? Well, I do need critical avoidance and deflect, but I don't really need defense and awareness. But it does like shift the stats that way. So, but I mean, I it's kind of difficult. I want to say because these new mounts, they don't have like universal slots. You know, they have specific insignias that they use, and then in order to have the right insignias for this, they do have at least one universal slot. So I guess you can work with that. Let's carry on. Like Lionheart's Perseverance. Whenever you're reduced to 50 or 30, sorry, of your maximum hit points, you instantly recover 10% of your stamina and 30% of your maximum hit points. Sure. It's similar to a old like mob bonus, but 30% is pretty low. Like I tend to get what it's like really weird. I either get not hit at all, like I can shrug it off, right? It barely hurts me, or I'm dead or near death, like 1% left. So I suppose this will come into effect at a really clutch time. You know, less than 1%, like 1% left. Master's Position. When your stamina is between 35 and 75%, why does it have to be between 25% and 75%? Why isn't it always at a certain, like 100% uptime? Like if I was tanking, like okay, so a fighter, the way they work, right? They always have 100% stamina because we can't run. You don't shift to run. So what our running speed at the time is, that's basically all our running speed, no matter what stamina is. But it affects our shielding, right? As a DPS, which means that I'd have to play around with the shift, or when I get hit is when it goes below 100%. But at you know, I want to say I have 100% stamina uptime as a DPS, so this is not very effective. I mean, if I want to be min max, I suppose I could play around the shift button all the time, but that's not my playstyle, and I don't know if I need 5,000 critical strike. I mean, I do need critical strike and critical sev, but do I really want to? You know, I'm more of a chillax guy. I don't have to like think so many things. When you're like shifting and you know, assassin or CW, SW, you're just like shifting all over the place. You might hit that kind of like 75% kind of like threshold, but I want to say fighters, not really. you lose 1500 of your awareness, critical avoidance, defense. So now this is the kind of like assassin's one. It's you lose defensive stats in favor of offensive stats, and apparently outgoing healing. So no, it's just critical strikers. Well, actually, I don't think there's any other offensive stats. Critical strike, critical save, accuracy. There's one. Combat advantage, another one, which is not here. Two of them are not here. Power. You don't really need more power, I want to say, especially if you're running like all five. Which one calls it? Raptors. Not Mecha Raptors, the other Raptors. You lose. Oh, I already read that. You gain 3,500 power and deflect when inflicted with a debuff. Is any of these four-slotted insignias worth it? I think the first one was. Yeah, for in lieu of offensive stats, you sacrifice offensive stats. I really hate the fact that it's affecting accuracy because that's the only offensive stats that I care about as a tank. Some people say power, yada yada yada, but you know what? I feel like accuracy is more for me, for my taunts. You don't need to have a high power if you have a high accuracy, but you know the defensive stats maybe if I haven't like capped my offensive stat, my defensive, sorry. With a debuff, I mean, do I really get hit with a debuff all the time? Not really. You gain 3,500 incoming healing and outgoing healing when your action points are full. So that's much better as a DPS or even a tank fighter. But incoming heals, you know, it's incoming heals. Like you expect the healer to have like a really like 100%, you know, 90% outgoing heal and critical strike, whatever, affecting the healing, so that you don't have to sacrifice your stats for incoming healing or don't get hit. You know what I mean? This one's better. Survivalist, but like the debuff is the one that really gets me. But I suppose it's negligible again if you don't die. Oh, there's another one. No, that's it. So the question becomes, do I really need to sacrifice? Yes, because I'm a collector. What kind of mount would I need? So let me look at this. I need a regal. What is that? Barbed again, and illuminated. Actually, I don't know. Maybe let's see what it has here. Oh, no, I don't want to purchase it yet. I just want to look at it. I'll purchase it eventually. Crescent, Regal, and Universal. Oh, that doesn't look... Crescent, Regal. None of these is... Wait, which one's Crescent again? It's this one. So, 2 Crescents. None of... Oh, okay, so this one. Okay, so this one actually, Crescent, Regal, and Illuminated, right? If I'm not mistaken. Crescent. Imagine if none of these new ones are actually in this mount. Like, why are you selling this mount then? But I suppose the Universal slot would count for that. Like, you don't have to put it in this kind of like way. When I first played this game 10 years ago, I thought you actually had to put it this way. So mounts that has a the crescent at the 3rd or 2nd slot or something wouldn't work because it's not in this order. It's actually as long as you have these insignias in the mount, then the bonus procs. That took me a while to figure out, guys. I wish somebody told me. But yeah, so this one works. Survivalists. It's not a bad looking horse. It's just that I mean, you know, Rainbow Tiger mount, smexy. So yes, I will be getting it. However, I'm gonna go through all of my tunes that has a those invocation bags, and then opening them and then getting my vouchers 20% off, and then buying the mount. And I'm assuming, please, for the love of God, that when I buy it in the Zen store, that it would be available to all my all of my tunes in my account, please. I don't know how many invocation. Oh wow. Okay, first voucher. Right off the bat. There we go. 20% off, guys. I mean, I'll consider these in the future. I'm assuming if I did buy these, binds on pickup. Um, I'm gonna have to ask that. I'm not 100% sure. Can anyone confirm? Oh God, I can't spell to save my life. Can anyone? Uh, has anyone who bought the new 4 in SIG mounts in Zen store confirm that you get them uh on all uh tunes in count? Because I'm about to buy one and it says bind on pickup. I mean, yes, it's buying on pickup for this character, but if you bought it in the Zen store, it should be available to all of your tunes in your account. Excuse me. My kind of like breakfast is coming up. Hopefully, I don't vomit because that would cancel my. Yeah. Um. True. 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 I meant the mount itself will be BTC. But my question is if it will be free for all my tunes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You answered my queue after the fact. After I asked. Alright. Thanks. Airtight. All right. Thanks. Right. Okay. So she says my one of my guild members or alliance members says yes, it will be bound to character. This mount will be bound to character, but I can claim it from the Zen store. So here goes nothing. In the name of science. What do you mean equip the horse complete? What is this? What do you mean? I've got mounts before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't see the mount anymore. Like, I don't see the mount in the Zen store anymore. Is that working intended? Oh, that's scary. Oh, okay. Oh God, I almost had a mini heart attack there. Yes, you can. I can grab more. But it's gonna be every time I'm gonna pick one up, it's gonna be bound to character, which is kind of funny. I double clicked on that. I looked at it. I double clicked on it. I didn't think about it again. So I don't think I'll be using it for right now because it is just like blue, common. Um, but I will. Oh God, my music is gone. Is that all of the music? Wow. Hold on. You know what? Is there a way? You know what? Let's play trap. Hopefully, it's not gonna scream into this to the freaking headset. I kinda don't like Streamlabs music now because it has this tendency to not work. Is it playing? Yeah, I hear it now. Finally, it's a very low kind of like intro. It turns into crescendo. Basically, goes up in volume after a while, but that kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm using Streamlabs Music for the like recording for the content. Oh yeah, speaking of which, in the Zen store, guys, you can get free stuff. I totally forgot about it. D&D Direct VIP pack, right? I'm gonna grab that right now. And the Menzoberranzan enchantment choice pack, which is the double stats. You only got like, you get a choice of 3, I believe. Not that I need any of these right now, but it is nice. It's account bound, but once you rank it up to like mythic, you can trade it in. So at least that's like a free, I want to say, is the title. So I will take that. And companion upgrade, sure, nice. 75, not too bad. I will keep these because I don't need it for right now. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get those double stats ones yet. And is that 100? Yeah, it's 100. Oh. Okay, so next, let me grab, before anything else, let me grab the mount because I'm gonna forget. I think it's free. It's free. It's free real estate. Okay, and then I'm gonna upgrade it, I suppose. Wait, not for my not for my DPS, but for my tank for sure. Right? Survivors something. Oh, was it called Survivors Tacticians Restore? Survivalist Expertise. Expertise. Oh, expertise. Not an E, not a T. Forte. I think Forte would be really good for me. In fact, I believe even on my DPS this would be good. It's just that you don't die. Just don't die. Survivalist Blessing. Ooh, I don't know. I kind of need this for the heal over time. This is kind of good as well for my teammates. That's for speed. Oh, I got 2. So I guess I could do without 1 because I was thinking my choices here is because I didn't know what else to use. There wasn't exactly much in terms of choice. So I need 2 crescents, 1 regal, and 1 illuminated. So I got illuminated here, which is a brutal for some reason, and then a regal. I'm just gonna get rid of all of them, and then I'm gonna swap to, what was it called? White? Is it pale or white? Armored. It's armored. I know that for sure. It's this one, I believe. Yes. And I can't use that color because it's at the common, but we'll get there. Wait, I thought I had a oh no, I didn't. Ooh. I'm gonna have to upgrade 2 crescents. Oh my god. And wait, what? 2 crescents, 1 regal, and 1 illuminated. So I need to put the illuminated in here. It's gonna have a 20%, more stats or item level apparently. Yeah, item level. So instead of 500, it's 600. So that's not too bad. However, I need 2 more regals, and I don't think I have. Well, I got 2 fortitudes here. Fortitude is what again? I don't think I need more defense. But that's the highest regal I've got for right now. I may either I upgrade it. I got new boons. Either I upgrade these, but I kind of need insignia powders for. Wait, yeah, for the collar. But hmm, hmm. Maybe swap that to this one. There. Hmm. Or I could go for Gond. I'm more partial to Gond than I am for anything else, especially for my tank build. But that just means I need to, um, get more insignia powders. Like do that instead. Can I upgrade these? How much do I need? 100. So I can make it to epic at least. So forte. What's my forte like? 46. Not that much, but for a tank, my forte are defense, accuracy, and critical avoidance, which I kind of need. Um, yeah, I'm. God, I really. Do I not have crescents in maybe another mount? No, that's not crescent. And this doesn't help that I can't see. I got a brutality here, but I'm thinking that's for my DPS build as well. Prosperity I don't really care for. Apparently this lost its insignia for some reason. Nothing for the black unicorn. Butterfly has nope, no crescents. Yeah, too many items, problems. I kind of wish, devs, if you're watching this, could you make it so that you can grab the insignia that's already been equipped in other mounts? Because then, I can see, like, holistically, if I've got this particular insignia. Because then the alternative is this. I'm having to go through. So I do have a crescent of prosperity on this one. But I don't really want to use prosperity. I could use it for right now. I'll probably do. Oh no, it's just legendary. No. Let's just continue before we swap back to that armored mount. Regal. Illuminated. Yeah, I kind of also wish that you could see what quality it was. I didn't know it was mythic or not until I swapped to the mount. So there's one crescent here. There's a brutality, and also it's legendary. Yeah, this is gonna be wasting your time. I know, but I think I checked this one already. Yes, legendary. Sorry about that. Lighter, regal. Regal. I don't need regal. I need a crescent. No. Those are empty. Yeah, I mean, if I was crazy, which I am sometimes, yeah, those are gonna be legendary. They're not gonna be mythic. It's prosperity. I'm for sure those are gonna be mythic. Sorry, legendary. Yeah, it looks like no. So where was I? Right. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to upgrade these, but I only have enough for a to make it Oh god, I need so much powders. Like I should listen to my own advice and kind of like make powder, right? From insignias. I'm pretty sure I've got enough insignias to make these into mythic, but I mean, do I really want to right now? YOLO. Let's just get these to epics first. I feel a lot better about myself. 500, oh my god. Where am I gonna get these? It's fine. Actually, oh yeah. That's the other thing. I need to upgrade these mounts. How do I do this? Upgrade. You need 50? I got 360. Sure. I don't believe I need it for any other mount for right now. Oh God, how much more do I need? 200. Oh, well, I got 60, so I need 140. But where am I gonna get 140 mount upgrades? Wait. There must be. I must be. I've been giving those away. Um, is it here? I don't see it, guys. I'm blind. No. Wait. What? What? Upgrade. Up. Upgrade. GRAD. None. Zero. Zilch. Wow. Where did all the upgrade tokens go for my mounts? It's not. I've used it all up. Seriously, I thought I've been collecting those. You know what? Actually, let's go over here and see if we can see what we can see.
Each week
Companion, no mounts. Okay.
is the
Wait, level check. Yeah, no mount. So apparently, Mark's opponents rank 5s and 6 have been swapped to epic and legendary. Uh, Mark's opponency, right? And that's Nox. So if I want to advance, I gotta talk to him. But I gotta go over here. Apparently they upgraded this. They called it the appointment vendor, and it sucks because okay, look at this. This new companion, right? Portobello. In 2 events, I could have gotten him, but I've bought this one, Wattler or Staldorf. Sorry, not Wattler's. Wattler's the other guy. I bought him recently, and I already got like a 10th companion at Mythic to make my all my tunes in my account 100% bolster. But I was like, yeah, what else am I gonna buy with this like this currency, right? So I bought this. I was saying whether I get a 10th companion or I finish this event, which was, I think it was the Siege of Neverwinter, right? I'm 100% gonna get 100% bolster anyway, right? So I managed to get Flumph, which is from the previous lockbox, which makes my 100% bolster in all my tunes, right? Companion bolster. But then I was like thinking, yeah, but what else am I gonna buy here? There's nothing new here. I've got the Jenna Sai or Jenna C. Um, you know, uh, might as well get the Wattler or sorry, Staldorf. So I got the Staldorf, spent all my 3 currency, and then bam, this happens. Which means that instead of like 2 events, I'm gonna have to wait 5 events. So the soonest I can get this guy, and why I want to get this guy is because of the +2 to all attributes, like your strength, your charisma, like it's a +2. It's so broken. I want to say like this is probably one of the best companions because there's not a lot of things like you get your gears, the journals that give you like plus 2 to stats, right? And some of your gears like your neck belt and was it neck belt and neck belt and journals. Sorry, yeah, neck belt and artifacts give you plus something to 2 stats like charisma, strength, or dexterity, strength. That, but not to all of your statistics, right? All these strength, constitution, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. It's not 2 to all. It's 2 to 2 stats. So that sounds pretty broken to me. But unfortunately now I'm having to wait. Probably the soonest in 1 year. I don't know how many events there are in a year. I'm gonna switch on the fan now because I'm sweating balls. So yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is. I was a bit impatient. Anyway, I can get 5 companion upgrade tokens for 2. And And even if there was like a no, there's no such thing as a discount on this one because this is like event vendor. It might be in the future, I don't know. So for I get 5 for 2, so I get how many is that? 47, guys? I can't really see. 47. 47 divided by 2. And then times that, it's 27.50. Times that by 5. And I can get about 117. And I only need... How many did I need to upgrade my horse? Is that 120? I want to say yes. 200, sorry. So, no, wait. Minus the 60 that I already have. Sorry, no. Wait, what? I need 200. I got 60, so I need 140. I don't have enough. Where else could I go? I mean, I suppose I can get as much as possible right now. Where else can I get mount upgrade tokens? I don't remember. I thought it was from Legacy. But no, you don't. There's the Zen store. I can't believe I have to go to the Zen store for this. Wait. Wait, where's the upgrade tokens? Is it not under service? Is that under packs? No. It is most definitely is supplies. Companion upgrade, mount upgrade. Oh my god. 500 Zen for what? 75. Okay, that's not too bad. But that's still a lot though. A lot more than I can afford or would want to spend on. But it would make me reach my goal of 200. Ah, okay, yes. I totally forgot about this other one. Oh god, why am I moving so slow? Here we go. RC. Although this would make me cringe actually because I'm collecting RC for the greater shards. You most definitely can get well, actually you can get the companion upgrade. Oh, there we go. Mount upgrade. What is that? 10? And to think that I give this away, man. Seriously, I'm having to like kick my ass now. Do I want to say? Well, actually, I can get 117 from the event one because I don't think I want. Well, I could get a companion one, but I can get a companion one from the Legacy store. 117 minus 200. Well, minus 200, and then plus. I don't know. Why is this sticky? Why is the calculator sticky? 23. So I'd only need like 3. Do I want to wait? Or do I just want to blow all of my kind of like... all of my hard-earned kind of like RC stuff? In the name of science? You know, eventually I'll get all the upgrades that I need. It's just that I want it now. I want it now. I'm impatient. I mean, I don't really need to because my legendary, you know, it's legendary now, so I can use it. You know, I just realized something. If I can get this mount from this lockbox, I probably wouldn't have needed to do this in the first place. Yeah, I got this new one. So this is the other one, like I said. Crescent Barb Universal. So I think you can get this as well. Regal Illuminated Crescent. Regal Illuminated Crescent. Doesn't have not Crescent here. Oh, that's Crescent, but it's got Barb. So you will not be able to get that one. So Barbed and Crescent for the insignia bonus. Barbed and Crescent. Barb. This one's barbed, and the moon shaped one's crescent. So you get master's precision. Okay. Barbed and crescent. No, not crescent. God. Barbed and I need a second monitor just to kind of like look at this. Barbed. Oh yeah, barbed and crescent. God, what's wrong with me? So wait, if I can get barbed and crescent, I can't get that. I can't get that. I can get massive precision. Barbed and crescent. I can get this Mender's Covenant, but it's more of an attack. It's a DPS ability. What is that crackling noise that I'm hearing? You hear that? Or is it just me? It might just be. This one occurs resolved. Not this one. Barb. Oh, so just two. So either occurs resolved or and master possess three. But I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna get this. Let's see if we can get this, guys. In 5 keys, let's see if I can get the new mount. All right. Where is the lockbox? I had it just now. Where is it? It disappeared on me. And put that here. Lockbox 5. There you go. Crossing your fingers and toes. Hey, Sons of Health. Hey, vouchers. Hey. Giveaway, I suppose. Is that resilient? Oh, wow. Legendary key. A key for a key. You know, if you're gonna give me a key, at least give me 5 keys for just the one lockbox key. You know what I mean? Last one. Well, that's not too bad. Tarmaloon trade bar. I just realized I could get mounts upgrade tokens from Tarmaloon trade bars, but it's not a discount whatever right now. I did get an X beak, but yeah. Already opened. What does that even mean? Already opened. Let's just put it in my shared bank as a giveaway, as always. Alright, that's new. I should probably put it over here somewhere. What is this? Yeah. Bind on equip. There we go. So we didn't get the mount, unfortunately. You know, cookie crumble. It is what it is. Let's look at Tarmaloon trade bars. No, that's not Tarmaloon trade bar. Wait, can you get it from Astral Diamonds? I don't actually know. You can get glyphs. You can't get the legendary Marsaponsi, unfortunately. It doesn't. I will be super surprised if you can get like the 4 insignia ones in here. I want to say no. No to Astral Diamonds. What about I have 2200 Tarmaloon trade bars. What the heck did I do? And I've been opening all these like new lock boxes, which means that it's not a confirmed that you will get a trade bar. And if you do get them, you do get like just not like now. I got 250. So 3 for 1 mount upgrade tokens. And I got 2200. I mean, if it's discounted, it'll be 2 instead of 3. But you know what? I think I actually have enough now to kind of like make this happen, right? So I think I'm gonna spend all. I was about to buy the companion upgrade token by mistake. You know what? YOLO. I mean, I'm thinking there's not gonna be a discount for this, for sure, right? I don't see anything else other than the legendary enchanting one and also the epic, but I can get those glyphs I can get from my legacies. Oh, I've already I've already used it all of. Okay. I'm saving for that bag of holding. 72 slotted one. This is 75, something like this, guys. I don't remember. I'm gonna spam open these. It's account bound anyway, so I can't gift it to people. But I'm kind of glad that I've saved it for this instance. How many? I know I've got like 117, 100, 175. So I need what? 15, 25? Why is it so dark in here? Hold on, guys. Let there be light. I have my lights open, but it's super dark. I need 25. So I guess we're just gonna go for Tarmaloon trade bars instead of using RC, because I feel like you can't get those greatest shards from here, from the Tarmaloon trade bars, so might as well use this instead. I need 25 of these. It's gonna be so. Oh my god, that's so cheap. That's considered cheap, man. Seriously. But I'll have 0 now. But I will have a. Oh no, it's just a legendary. It's not gonna be mythic yet. It's not gonna be mythic yet. Oh no, it is mythic. Oh god. I thought it was just gonna be legendary. Anyway, regarding this insignias, I need 500. Well, 1,000 because I got 2 of them. Can I use? If I was to use my, man, I should be getting it during a discount. Yeah, because that's a huge number. 100 of these Tarmaloon trade bars. It is one of the best ways of getting free insignia powders. I know. How many can I get? I can get for current 21. 21 of these epics. Excuse me. My throat's getting dry. I might actually end the stream, not stream, sorry, the video soon because I can't talk anymore. I don't know how much an epic gives you in terms of powder. I don't remember. But I can get 20 wins. 21 of these epics, which gives me... Do I have an epic lying around somewhere? I'm not gonna convert it. I just am curious as to how much it is. I don't have an epic here. Does it look like I have an epic here? I think it was in the Zen store. Supplies. Is that in the Zen store? Where did I see it talk about insignia powders? Was it the choice pack? I thought it was here. No, I'm so sure that I saw. Or was it the mount upgrade token things? Now that doesn't make sense. Why would it talk about mounts when we're talking about insignias? Is there such a thing as an insignia powder in the Zen store, like, or whatever store? Where the hex did I saw? I swear I saw something mentioning about like insignia powders just now here. Or was it? I don't know. I wish I had an epic to kind of convert. Oh, anyway, whatever it is. I can get 21, which I don't think it's gonna be enough, to be honest. So I suppose we'll just keep it at epic for right now, until such time we actually have enough insignia powders to make it into legendary or even mythic. Sorry, not legendary, but mythic. Can I at least make one? No, I can't. I need 400 insignias at least. God. God, I'm gonna have to grind. You see, this is the thing. When I first saw this last night, this morning, whatever, and said how cruel it was of the devs to do this, like with the mounts. I've got over a hundred mounts. I definitely have over 100 mounts, but none of them has 4 slot insignias now. So and now you'd have to like upgrade. Yeah, I feel like a newbie again. Like start from scratch. Like all my efforts. I mean, I suppose all my efforts before this has helped me to gain, to make this possible, to make this at first common into mythic, right? The fact that I've been playing the game has allowed me to upgrade it simply just by grabbing it from here, event currency, trade bar, the bazaar, whatever, legacy store. If I didn't know that, if I was a new person, a new player, sorry, I would not have known that unless I looked it up, whatever, on YouTube. So I hope that kind of like helps you guys, to open up your mind to the possibilities. I want to say I kind of want to have it here as well. Although receive a heal. When reduced to 50% health, received a heal and stamina. You gain critical severity and defense. I think I might get rid of this one, simply because I don't really expect my companion to do a lot of damage, and it's not really a heal. Our buffs, okay. Let me take these out. And then swap it to the new mount. Armored. Which is this one? Yeah. There we go. So now I have more Forte. Which gives me power, accuracy, and critical avoidance. I don't know if I need critical avoidance, but you know what? I'll take it. I have more Forte on this dude than I do on my tank. That's Sag. Anything else? Can't think of anything else right now. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead, guys. Sorry it took this long. It is a new mod. I did not look it up on preview, so this is all very, very new to me. So yeah, I'm basically taking my time evaluating how can you make it better, whatever. Let me just check an RC for a minute and see if I can get like maybe insignia powders here. I don't remember if I can. Trade bars. So indirectly, yes. If you swap RC points or coins, currency, into trade bars, you can then turn the trade bars into, so basically 5 RC coins equals 100 trade bars, which then you can buy an insignia, an epic, which is how much I don't know, X amount. But yeah, no, that's a very desperate kind of way of doing it. Yes, if you're desperate, sure, do it, but I do not recommend you doing that. That's not really efficient way of getting insignia powders. I've made a video on how to get free insignia powders, but it takes a very, very freakishly long time. But it's way faster than, it's free, and it's way faster than just grinding. Like by killing mobs, etc. All the other ways you can get insignia powders for free.
One bearing the symbol of Dragon Dale. It was light on details. It requested you, the hero of Neverwinter, by name.
Sorry, my spit was all over my corner of my mouth. I need to shave. I know. My wife's been meaning to cut my hair or shave my hair, and facial as well. But yeah, haven't got around to it. It is the fasting month. All right. Here we go. I suppose it opens up the new map in Underdark. There we go. Was it City of? Sorry, it doesn't say Cliffs of the Starless Sky. Ooh. And as usual, whenever I go into a new zone, let me just Oh, it's gonna load a movie? Wow, okay, I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna load some sort of FMV. Usually that does happen, but for some reason this time it didn't. Anyway, music up to 50. When I go to a new map, I usually let the kind of like in-game music to play. I don't know if it's playing right now. I want to say no. Let's just log out and log back in to kind of like. Okay, I was like, is that like ice cream truck music playing? Okay, for those who don't understand, actually, I kind of want to show it to you, but I don't really know how. Can I can I show the desktop raid scene? Raid scene. So I should be able to show you my desktop, and also this. Yeah, I have this now. If you guys don't know, Razer has this like inbuilt spatial audio. So let me test it. I don't know if it reflects inside the video right now, but if you look at those green boards, it's actually a helicopter sound that's playing feedbacking into my headset, and it's like as if helicopters are flying all over me. I can hear it all over myself right now. Let's stop that. I had to buy a Razer headset for this ability, or I could buy it, I could pay for it, but obviously I didn't do that. So when that music started up, I was like doing this. I was like, where's that music coming from? It was actually the in-game music. I just didn't know because this is the first time I put on the in-game music. I thought it was an ice cream truck. Outside. Obviously, it's not in my room. I just assumed that it was like outside, but it was in fact my headset, and that was genuine. I didn't make that up, guys. Oh, Gerlaxo.
Of course. Unfortunately, they call it the Cliffs of the Starless Sky. And by they, I of course mean I. It is a dangerous, rarely trod road into Menzoberranzan.
I may have or should have noticed this, but Gerlaxel is actually a basically like Dritz.
There are many ways.
He's of the same race.
But this is the only way
I thought he was human for some reason.
It will take us to a secret hideout.
Ooh.
Where I have some friends you should meet as well. Knowledge is power, they say.
Yes.
And in Menzoberranzan, that is
That's how you're supposed to say it.
Better that only I know you're here.
That will be all. That'll do, pig. That will do. I can't go on my mount, unfortunately, but I can swap to my movement speed. I in fact have a movement speed, but oh, we're fighting. Okay, I thought this was like a map, not so much as a dungeon. I don't think this is a dungeon per se. And that is super loud. Let me set it to 5%. Hopefully the music still comes through. Kind of. Yeah, let me get more seat here. I didn't expect fight. Maybe it is a map, but you have to go through this like intro whatever first, right? So what is Dritz again? He's not a half elf, right? Whatever. Menzoberranzan? Is he a Menzoberranzan? Or a Menzo, I suppose? I don't know. Sorry, D&D players, whatever. Speaking of which, D&D Direct, right? Hey, wait, didn't I got the D&D thing. Sorry, I'm having to put this crate of astral diamonds away because I don't want to get mixed here in my inventory. I'm a neat freak through and through, so where was I? So what is Dritz again? What race is he? And before that, the D&D Direct thing. Apparently they have a D&D sale going on, like especially on Steam. But so basically all the classic D&D games, like chapter 1, 2, and 3, and all the other classics, like really like MS DOS games, is about $30-40. I'm actually very tempted to get those because I can't really play all the AAA games now. So I'm going retro because for sure my graphics card, even though it's an AMD 270 like legacy graphics card, it'll most definitely be able to play MS-DOS games, you know. It is probably of the highest order. So yeah, $30-40 for like 20 games. And then, you know, I'm not a very tabletop D&D kind of guy, but playing those games, which is like related to the book, I suppose, to you know, going back to the roots of D&D. I'm actually more of a Might and Magic fan over D&D, but you know, because that was more introduced to me back in the day, D&D. Sorry, Might and Magic instead of D&D. But if I was to buy that and then like complete the game in my kind of like off days, like if I'm not playing Neverwinter, then perhaps I get a better understanding of what's going on in like Neverwinter, well D&D in general. Umgrum Watcher. Okay, I am using AOE for right now, and then I also realized something that I haven't. I'm not using kind of like the new. Well, I don't have the new weapon enchantments. I would like a lightning flash, I think it's called. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go here. Why? Speak of Jarlax. Where are you? Oh, he's not here. Oh, it told me to go to the circle behind me.
Ah, Menzoberranzan, the home I wish I never had. What a sight from this high vantage.
What a sight. You know, it... Oh, wow. That actually is kind of nice. You know what? I'm going to take a seat here. And, you know, clear all the UI. And then take a screenshot. Maybe this will be the thumbnail. I don't know. This kind of... Can I get... Aww. That's a shame. You know what? I could even probably use Dritz. There you go. There you go. Oh yeah. Can you? Yeah, maybe not. Can you maybe not sink into me, Dritz? There you go. Get rid of the UI, and then make this into like my thumbnail. So Jarlaxle, and this goldfish that's flying around, and also me, or I, shall I say? Yeah, that's better. That's a better angle, I would say. There we go. Sorry, I'm a budding kind of like photographer. Let's swap back to Regis. I only use Ritz really for when I'm doing multi-content. What the heck? Multiplayer content? What do you call it? Not solo, group content. God, took me so long. I haven't been streaming for so long, man. Seriously, my mind is a blank sometimes. Where are we going, guys? Follow the golden things. Oh, there's a spider right here. You know, I also did not look at the other things that I wanted to look at. I apologize. Namely, like the campaign stuff. I kind of don't want to do that now because I've already spent a lot of your time just talking about nonsense all day. So I kind of want to maybe do that on another video, perhaps. We only have like, I want to say less than 2 hours. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Less than 15 minutes. Yeah. Less than 2 hours, basically. So let's get through the introduction map at least first, and then we'll talk about other, Mod 25 stuffs. So how you guys doing? Sorry. Just making a little joke there. Yeah, I should be talking while I'm doing all of this until something happens, I suppose. I'm feeling a bit weak. Is that because I've got my, this build that I'm using right now is kind of sucky because it's really meant for group content. A snail. Why am I having to fight a snail? Sorry, hold on. I just realized another thing. You see, I kind of wish that this mount actually did that. Imagine if your mount actually does combat, like a companion. So, wouldn't that be cool? Your vanity pet. Like, instead of having just like random NPCs that come and spawn and attack for maybe just a short while, or even a belt item that like is a one shot, you know, it uses and then goes on cooldown, and then you can use it again, like the owlbear, I want to say. Oh, speaking of owlbear, I saw the prologue, not the prologue, the kind of like advertisement reel, whatever you call it, for D&D. Honor Among Thieves. It's not out in my country yet. It was out in Malaysia already, but we decided to watch. I think we watched 65, and then we watched John Wick Chapter 4 in Malaysia. Tonight we're gonna watch Shazam, only because D&D is not out yet. It's out on the 30th, and it's the 29th. So tomorrow, it's gonna be out tomorrow. But I would have watched that instead of Shazam today. But I mean, I've already watched John Wick, and I'm gonna be the kind of like devil's advocate here and say it's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. People are touting it to be the best action movie of our generation, and I am in awe of Keanu's ability to kind of like do all his stunts. But I mean, like I said, I want to be devil's advocate here and say, you know, he does a lot of repetitive moves. I know this is not the way I'm supposed to be going, but as a true gamer, going where I'm not supposed to be going is kind of like my thing. So I'm just gonna go this way. I know I'm supposed to go that way and fight a boss, it looks like. I don't know. I don't play preview. But I'm assuming there's gonna be goodies here somewhere. This looks a bit sus. Do I stand here for like an amount of... Do I do parkour? How did I manage to get... Okay. Parkour. So yeah, back to John Wick. Nothing happened. How about these crystals? You know, I've been playing those survival games, you know, and then mining all these like metals and stuff, like Glory of Victus, which I haven't been playing for like 4 days or so. I don't think I'm gonna play again because I've just, you know, mod 25. But it's just a PvP oriented game, and it's, you know, I haven't even scratched the surface in terms of that content. But I've already maxed my my level, and I now have no reason to play it anymore. Kind of like when what happened to Red Dead Online. I got to like all of the classes max level, and there was like nothing else for me to do. Was that were the mobs the secret? Is that it? Was I supposed to talk to them and not kill them? I don't know. Mushrooms. I don't know about luminous mushrooms. Are they poisonous? Or will it... If I eat a luminous mushroom, would it make me glow? What is killing me right now? What the fudge? The wall is attacking me right now. Look. What the f... Can I kill you this way? Can I kill you this way? No. Wow. Wow. He's still throwing knives at me. I mean, can I kill him? He's not resetting. Developers? I think there's something wrong with your game. The wall is attacking me. Who am I in combat with, right? Going back to John Wick. Sorry, I kind of like got distracted. But here's another boss fight. Oh, hello, Minotaur. So yeah, God, John Wick. I like to talk about so many things at the same time. It's ridiculous. I know. Sorry about that, guys. That was the slowest charge ever. If there ever saw one. Anyway, let me grab more seeds here. not really full yet. There we go. Because my crits gonna accumulate all of that things. John Wick. So yeah, a lot of repetitive moves where he just like pins them, you know, does a roll. I mean, he's 60+ year old, I think, right? If not like 65. He's as old as my dad. Anyway, I am in awe in his prowess, physical abilities, and I love Keanu to bits, but not wanting to spoil the movie, so I'm not gonna say anything more. But generally speaking, I feel like the first three, even maybe chapter 1 was probably the best John Wick of all of the John Wick series. Maybe chapter 3. Chapter 3 had the most gruesome kills, I want to say. Chapter 4 has some gruesome kills, but not as bad, I want to say, as chapter 3. There's one notable one, and you'd know which one I'm talking about if you watch it, or if you've watched it. Comment in the in below which one you think is the scene which I'm referring to in the John Wick movie, chapter 4, which is the most gruesome death. Yeah, it's and the story-wise as well. I'm not what I expected. It was action packed, yes, but I would say in terms of action, chapter 3 was still better. Here we go. We finally went past. And why is this red bar full? District lockdown in effect. Defeat Drider house captains marked on the map to lift the lockdown. There's a lockdown. Is COVID going on right now? It's a COVID lockdown. I'm gonna make this my teleporting whatever marker. Sure, why not? I don't really use it. I'm VIP. I'm VIP.
How can I help you? I am a scout. Need something?
Is this the guy that we were looking for? I found him.
I was. Yeah. Well, I'm not.
I should really be reading this.
The Brayrin, I am. If there are any.
But I don't know. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it, guys. Sorry. Why is it telling me to go that way?
Something you need?
No comment.
Yes, I was. We were sisters. Have some questions.
Wait, sisters to who?
There's magic. Well, first.
I seriously should be listening to this so that I can get the kind of like gist of the lore. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I ain't got time for this. I will be picking up that. Oh, is that Dritz? Hi, Dritz. Or at least some. Oh yeah, it is Dritz. Somebody's companion.
Well met, soldier. We are
Blaspheme.
lost in return.
They're
Yes.
basically rebels,
Ask me
right?
no more about it. What do you need, soldier? It is a very useful. I am sure.
I thought the Blaspheme was the bad guys, and the Loyalists were the good ones. Imperial and what you call that?
Would you not have?
Something rebel scum. Rebel scum. Woo. Missed. I'm actually not sure where to go. Who? Brugen? I thought it was a Brunor. Like, no, that's not Brunor. I've already talked to this dude. It's telling me to go out the window, the door. Sorry, not the window. The window to the floor. Oh, this is a rehash. This is a rehash. This is like, what was that place?
And here we are at last. This
Hey.
anything else?
Oh. Oh no! God dang you! I saw the currency and I thought it was gonna give me in a pack. I didn't think it was gonna open straight away. I don't have the companion yet.
There is a war brewing in Menzoberranzan. For now, it is quiet.
But experience tells me, regardless of me using a companion or not, people are, you know, it's like the dungeon. You probably wouldn't be able to go to the trial unless you've already hit a certain threshold with the kind of like, here, this is the one I'm talking about. What's this? You cannot queue for Grimmets reliquary or reliquary. You have not completed the second milestone of the Menzoberranzan campaign. You see what I mean? Second milestone. That sounds really far. This one. This particular campaign. So I already got 15, unfortunately. I could buy the companion. It is right here. There we go. I just saw it. This one. It gives me X amount of extra currency by 10% according to this. But I don't know. Like traditionally, I mean, if you look at my Zen store under companions, no, so that's not companions, that's campaign. This is companions. I've got most of these. Look at all these like free ones, especially the ones that are linked to campaign currency. If not all of them, I don't think I've missed any. To be honest, I think I have gotten all. Oh no, I just picked that up. I didn't need to pick that up. I already got one of these. I basically traditionally have gotten all of the whatever currency ones. Shatter Kai, for example, I believe as well. But you know, it stops there. Like what I mean to say is, I don't use them after the fact. After I completed the campaign, except for the Shatter Kai Witch. Shatter Kai Witch is so versatile, or versatile, however you want to pronounce it or say it. She's my go-to girl if I wasn't doing like, if I was doing like trash mobs content, you know, solo content. But otherwise, I use Regis for the one shots. And apparently, you know, all the companions now has been reworked. So I don't know if Regis is considered an AOE or single target for right now. I'm using Dark Dealings for the accuracy, I think. Yeah, for the accuracy. So, and the problem is, for this particular companion, it's 1500. I can't get a 20% off and then make that what? I want to say about 1,000 Zen. But my Zen exchange hasn't gone through. This was posted, I think, like last month, early this year. Maybe early this month, I believe. I just, you know, I had 3 million AD lying around. I said, you know what, might as well pop it in. When I need it, I can take it out. But for sure, this is not going to go through until next year. You know, maybe in my Japan trip, maybe even after my Japan trip, it'll go through. Again, something really cruel of the devs, I want to say. They could just simply just make people, instead of making people wait, there's 48 million backlog AD or Zen. They could have cleared this so easily, but they want people to wait and not wait and then use their money to actually buy Zen through the Zen store. So 1,500. So basically that's $15. I don't want to spend $15 on a companion.
Good to see you, hero of Neverwinter.
Ooh. It's the same thing.
The name's Imbros. Never thought I'd return to this
Right.
place.
What am I supposed to be doing? Maybe I should have paid attention. I'm just checking it out, guys. Ooh. Store. What do we have here? Ooh. Oh, dragon stuff. I think I've got maximum seals. Oh. Not the north though. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any new equipment for the seal ones. Apparently, this guy got a update as well. War Rat Thief. I'm not sure if he's like best in slot in anything. I don't know if any of the companions are best in slot of anything. The new one though, the Blaspheme, I think is one of the best in slot companions in my mind, in my eyes. Because of something. I don't remember what exactly it was. Let me check it out actually, now that I think about it. Meh. No, sorry, it's a lockbox. I have a lockbox. Hold on. I can't unsee that. Why is there an insignia in my first bag? Question mark. New lockbox. Yeah, the Blaspheme. He, she. Sorry, it looks like a she, but it could be a he. Yeah, exploit weakness, this one. Increase you and your companion's critical strike and crit severity. Not only that, this one, 50 chance on companion power used to apply a spiteful presence to you. This effect may only occur once every 15 seconds, and what that does is grants 6% additional damage as necrotic damage, and increases your critical severity by 5.6 up to 7.5. I'm assuming. Wait, this is already at max level. It looks like mythic. Okay, that's a bit weird then. So not as an active, but as a bonus, I want to say. Uh, Offense power. Oh, offense. Right, right. So basically this slot over here. I mean, I'm not sure which one is offense anymore. This is offense. This got 3. This also got 3. I'm not sure. I think this is offense. So I only got 2 places where I think has offense slots. So not many in terms of slots. I think this is still better. 7.5% more damage. And this one's accuracy, I suppose. Okay. Sorry, my guild leader was saying he got killed by a captain. Trying to do it solo, apparently. Where was I? So nothing new there. Yeah, I'm shiny. I made the quality ultra, by the way. Not that I've got a new graphics card. Or is that Juma? It is! There you go. Wait. Why would anyone buy this? Are you serious right now? That is funny. That is super funny. Wait, hold on. What's this? Bear Cub. Oh, rare gear. I thought it said Bear Cub. Okay. So it's using a new currency? Good. I was worried. Oh, but it's using the same Juma bag. Oh, I get it. But I made a video. My private video was actually about me kind of like opening. Is there anything else back here? I don't know. I feel like there's secrets. There are secrets. So yeah, Juma bag. I basically did a opening box video, amongst other things in that previous video. That is secret. Beholder key. I need more currency. So I think. Oh god, this insignia. Thanks again. I mean, I probably end up getting all 3. And I don't know about the dual stats one. I don't know about the insignias as well. I don't think I'm gonna go for those. Yeah, so this is the part that I didn't talk about. I wanted to get the intro dungeon over and done with first before I talked about these. These are the same as the MTOS gears. Only because... Oh, okay, the new weapon sets. They have a higher IL. I know. I think highest, sorry. But I suppose I'll probably rock these when I'm doing solo content. I'm not sure if I want to do it as group content. Because if you're doing group content, I want to say using your Feywoods are still way better. Or Masterworks are still way better because it is content, group content. Here we go. The MTOS gears can be upgraded, much like the ones in Schult, right? You can exalt your gears. So I actually got a full of these MTOS gears already. I just need to exalt. That is sexy. I'm looking like Ultron. Actually, I do look like Ultron anyway. Not this one, obviously. Not this one. My tank. Yeah. I'm already looking like Ultron. But the exalted one looks like slightly different. I don't know why the helmet. Am I using this helmet? Kind of. No. That's confusing. Oh, this it's a different kind of transmute. Sorry, I totally forgot. This these ones. I was like wondering why is it so different. Yeah, it's way different. The blue things is just so people can identify me during a dungeon. Apparently, it helps. But anyway, yeah. I feel like that as an appearance is way better than these. But these do look nice. These do look nice. I'm looking like some sort of a stag warrior of sorts. Not looking too bad, but I like the Ultron look better. But this doesn't look too bad. I might end up making this into a transmute. I don't know. That sounds a bit crazy to me now that I think that I say that out loud. But you know, it's a possibility. But I'm liking how the black comes out in between the gaps there. It makes me look really strong for some reason. Like Kamen Rider, you know. That's Ultraman, I know. Kamen Rider, it's more of a I don't know, it's like I don't know, whatever pose. So yeah, eventually I'll get these. But what really saddens me to know is that you still need your brilliant gems in order to upgrade these. I don't know if I need to unlock a campaign in order to make these like upgraded, but these will be the highest IL'd item geared gears that are the highest item level in mod 25 are the upgraded or sorry exalted version of the MTOS gears. But for my DPS, I think or even my tank, I will be rocking some of these. And I'm looking like a Spartan in this one. It does. I do like the black luster look. And yes, my graphics are on ultra, so that's why it looks so nice. And also, I'm not streaming, so it also helps that I'm not streaming. Otherwise, this would be lagging so hard right now. I'm not sure I like that though. It's like, why isn't it the same color? I suppose it goes with my shield. If I go into a combat stance, yeah, that works. Except for the weapon, I suppose. Anyway, going back to this, some of the bonuses on these are actually kind of attractive, but I can't even get these right now, so I probably won't have to worry about it. It will probably swap my DPS gears. I'm rocking like Ancient Dragon gears right now, only cause I want to say it's meta. Lightning weapon enchanted. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think lightning flash chains. We're supposed to go this way. Oh, we're supposed to go out. All right. Okay, let's go out, guys. Let's go into the world of Underdark. I just went back inside. Is it this way? Yeah, okay, it's this way. Do I want to continue with the in-game music? I can't even listen to it right now. You know what? Sure. This whole video, I think I'm just gonna use in-game music. Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna be able to use my mouth again. That would. Why am I able to? Oh. We are in the danger zone. I thought this was like a safe zone. It is not safe, guys. But anyway, let's look at the map right now. Okay. Okie dokie. Squish in the night. I was like, squish of the night. Oh, God. What is all this, guys? What does the doors mean? Let's go to the closest door because I'm kind of curious. There are civilians. That's not the way to that door. Sorry. Hold on. I think it's this way. I'm like... hesitant to kill these things. But I guess the boat sinks with its captain. I was gonna say the captain sinks with his boat. I'm just killing these guys because I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing, and they probably kind of like get knock me off of my mount anyway. You guys didn't see anything. I don't think you know what. I don't think I need to kill any of these guys. I just okay. So okay. Wait a minute. Okay, that's the old area. So it looks like, yeah, these are like exit points, and it goes to the world map. It's got nothing to do with like going. I actually thought it was like a maze, where you know every door leads you to another district. So if that was true, if that was the case, this is a freaking huge map. Like imagine this, right? All of this, but like for every door, it's a different like this. Right, so that would mean that there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places that are as big as this place. So actually, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I think maybe I'm supposed to talk to somebody. Speak with Viselli? I don't know. Sorry, I can't read that. Oh no. I have to go back to the city. Sorry about it, guys. I didn't talk to this dude. No, more currency. It's alright. I'm not gonna spend $15.
The loyalists have several
Wait, hold on. Let me.
the most obvious source of income.
Companions and cars. What is going on? Are they gonna give me a new companion?
Greetings. I am.
Was that it?
I am sure Bosley would call you a soldier in this war, but I do not think that is quite accurate. You see,
According to that,
Bosley
no.
thinks with her sword arm, and her sword arm is mighty indeed. But it will take
Mighty
more
sword arm, guys.
swords to win this war.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm fasting right now, like for religious reasons. So I don't want to make a very kind of like undertone, kind of like sexual joke. What is this? Why didn't this play when I came here the first time? By R.A. Salvador. What does the R.A. stand for? I could have Googled that, to be honest, but I'm kind of lazy. It's kind of like if I was to meet the person in person, I'll be like, what does the R.A. stand for? He'd probably look at me like angrily. You know, like, oh, I thought I was gonna fight all of these guys. Rally disgruntled commoners to the... I don't know, I can't read that. The font is too small. Rally. Fight for your right to partay. I thought all of these guys were, you know, let's just talk to the sparkly guys. Let's talk to all the sparkly guys. Wait, I thought that would be a twofer. It's only certain ones? Come on, man. Like, how can I know it's sparkly, but... Oh god, I think I went way past where I'm supposed to be going for this quest. That's not a person, that's a freaking lamppost. Sorry guys, I'm basically blind. I'm basically blind. That's what I was talking about in my previous my private video. It's not private because I didn't want people not to know my condition. Hey, look, insignia. I just need freaking a gazillion more. Oh, what is with that lag? I might not be recording anymore for all I know. This is a different quest, isn't it? It's suddenly lagging for me. Oh, good. More insignias is good. I think that only gives me 2 insignias, right? The common ones. Like I might actually cave and just convert the legendary insignias choice packs from the what do you call it, appointment vendor, right? Instead of the bags, because I do need the bags because I've got 55 freaking tunes. I mean, I don't need all 6 or 7 75 or 72 slotted bags on all of my tunes. No, but definitely on my profession ones because they need the freaking space. Okay. I don't know what happened there. I didn't even see the guys that were attacking me on the side there. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm practically blind. Can't drive, can't see, can't read anything. Got cataracts. Again, I mentioned all of that in my privated video. The reason why I privated it, I made it private was because the audio was horrible. The music was just so loud. It was basically drowning my speaking voice. Oh, I was already interacting with her. Or him, I don't know. Sucks. So the music was loud, and now I don't hear any kind of music. You know what? Let's just stop the music here and play proper music. I mean, whatever proper music is. There we go. Game. There we go. So it looks like we're just gonna do some of the daily quests, trying to get the weekly haul, whatever, done. Not today, not all in one day. Throughout the week. I honestly thought that he was one of the NPCs for the quests. This is kinda annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously, once you know how to do this quest down the line, this is all totally new. So you don't really know where to go. You're just basically just bumping in the dark. Is it shared? I wonder. I have a sinking feeling it's shared between other players. So that's why I haven't been seeing the NPCs, because they've also have been interacting with the NPCs that I need. We're basically doing the same mission, so it's basically we're fighting resources, limited resources, and I don't know what the cooldown is. So yeah, no, forget it. Let's just move on. We're just gonna go around. Oh no, never mind. Elemental strand. We're just gonna go around and do what we can. I think it's a bigger area than I expected. I thought it was that small circle in the middle. There's 2 rings here. There's this elliptical one, and there's this circle, and there's this smaller one. I thought that's where the NPCs were. Apparently it is not. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you about our Savior, Lord and Savior? I'm not Christian, so I don't know how that really goes. And I'm not making jokes of religion, guys. Especially not during this fasting months. I was just trying to make a joke. The problem with jokes is just that they are jokes, and then it is meant to kind of like trigger people sometimes. But I don't mean anything by it. I might get canceled. Please don't cancel me. Please don't delete me, guys. Imagine if your life depended on it, and then people just deleted you because of a joke. What a world would this be if people can decide which people live and which person dies, whom to live, whom to die, because of ratings? Isn't that what that series oh god, what is it called, that series that's all about like social media? Not Black, no, Black is the New Pink, whatever. No, that's not it. That's not what I was thinking about. Defeat loyalists riding lizard patrols. So I should really be doing HEs, I think. Oh wow, there's a lot of instances. I'm supposed to kill these guys. I mean, I would like to fight a captain because apparently they're really tough. And Lurs is like one of the highest DPS people in my alliance, I want to say, if not the highest. And he's getting dunked on. That means that they are definitely a challenge. And I'm not really suited for like end game DPS on this DPS. My tank is like a end game tank, but my DPS is subpar, I want to say. Those are not riding. This is not lizard riding either. They're not drivers, but you know, maybe I was supposed to kill those. I think I've already talked to the NPC. Enough of the NPC. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. There is an HE here. Let's give it a shot. You know what? I in fact have died to the North Dark HEs doing it solo. So I'm not gonna. I don't have high hopes for it. Look at that. That one smack just put half of my health gone. What the? I wasn't even in the circle, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about right now? How are you hitting me? Ooh, that is so sparkly, I know. Oh, what the? Oh, what the? Are you serious right now? I'm not gonna scroll up for that. Oh. Okay, I'm not that far. I thought it was like the other side of the world. It's this way, I think. I can still do it solo. I just need to get there again. That would be a post. Oh, there's some more over here. Oh, there's a boss? Where? Oh, there. It's not a boss, it's a throne. Why am I fighting a throne? Oh, he's got a lot of HP, this thing. This thing has a lot of HP. Not gonna lie. I am basically not even putting a dent in here on this thing. Wow, that is so flashy, guys. I know I've set the graphics to ultra only because this is a 10-year-old game and my graphics card definitely could handle it, but the thing is, if I'm streaming, I'm running like Streamlabs OBS on top of this game and on top of other things like websites, you know, playing music, etc, etc, etc. That's why it lags, and that's why I put the quality to lower so that it runs better. But this, I mean, it is too flashy, right? Look at all this. Like, there's like spells flying, you know, artifacts, mount powers, daily power. Wow, that's blinding. It's like a flashbang just got off of in front of my eyes. That's crazy. But you know, I'm kind of blind, so it's like staring into the sun and not blinking. So it's like, you know, it's there, but it doesn't really affect you. And that's a bad thing, really, but that's just the reality of things. And if you guys want to know more, I basically went 40 minutes talking about it, so I really do not. Wait a minute. It's still here. This HE is still here. Why? Apparently I need to defeat 3 more Durgers, but I don't see no Durgers here. Is that it? The counter doesn't... Oh, there it was. Oh, that was not the boss. Okay. It is a dwarf. What the fudge? I was waiting for like ads to kind of like appear. That's why I didn't want to use my artifact and mount powers. Ah, there they are. There are the ads. I'm not a tank, by the way. Can a tank kind of like take all the aggro? Is that an ant coming up my neck? Yeah, I'm having to use my health stone. Somebody died. Companion died. I don't know if I could have soloed this. I'll be honest. I don't think I could have soloed this. Why am I tanking this? I'm using my shift. I can't be bothered. I'm gonna spam my kind of like health potions, my health stones, and I don't want that. I don't want to do that. A Forge Master. So, what does an HE give you? Okay, so that's the currency for the Juma bags. Seals of the North. Seals of the North? Wait, what's the new seals? Seals of the North. Oh, no, Seal of the Dragon. Seal of the North and normal seals. Okay, that's fine. I think. This is 1900. 1900. There's something. Okay, so Seal of the Dragons are the latest seals. Okay, good. Good to know. Good to know. Two. Two. Yeah, no. No. How many insignias? Powders I got 107, guys. Woo! 107. What are these? Let's check it out. I believe these red circles are the captains. What I killed just now was definitely not a captain. It was just an HE. Forge Master, as it were. Is that it? I should have seethed first. Oh wow. I did not expect that. I did not expect the in and out circle. But that's... I kind of don't want... Oh wow, okay. Oh wow. Oh. What? How are you supposed to avoid that? Okay. I'm not gonna scroll up, guys. That's a ridiculous thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's soloable. It's just that I'm using a Vistani set, which is like, what? 800 IL, not even 1,000 IL. Where did the rider go? Wait, what? Wasn't she here just... Eh? So if you failed, she disappears. Is that a fact? I don't know. Do I want to do quests first and then do kind of like the HEs? What's the best way to kind of like accumulate these campaigns? What does it say? What does the fox say? Earned by completing quests in Menzoberranzan. I'm just gonna say Menzo because this is such a mouthful. Menzo. So quest. So I assume no other way. Like doing HE does not yield you these weekly hauls. Oh, hello. She came back, guys. No. Gonna be a repeat of what happened earlier. Oh God, you're so annoying. How? How were you supposed to do that? Like, she puts the webs on the floor, and that's like a dot, right? And then she does the AoE. So even though I'm hitting her from range, I can't hit her from range. And it just like insta kills me. Excuse me, sorry. I'm getting the sniffles again. So I'm gonna avoid the captains for right now, and I'm just gonna maintain the quest. So apparently, yes, you can get like elite currencies by killing the captains, but I'm not dealing with that spider bee. Am I supposed to kill these guys? This is a mission. This is a mission quest, but I think I'm supposed to kill the ones on the mounted lizards, right? Not these ones. Yeah, I don't think it's giving me anything other than like RPs, which I don't need. I thought that was. Oh, it is. I thought it was a player. I actually honestly thought it was a player. Why did he just fly all the way over there? Rest in peace. As much as possible, I didn't want to kill the lizard, but you know, it's a game. I'm the kind of guy who uses the nice dialogue at NPCs because I didn't want to hurt the NPCs' feelings. That's the kind of guy. But it's funny. Ooh, hello. What is this? Are you Mark? I don't know what this is. It's not a captain, that's for sure. I am basically not doing S to it at all. All of my abilities are just like being shrugged off. Well, you know, halfway HP already, so it's something. I stunned him? How did I manage to stun him? Ow. I think I'm gonna poison to death, so I'm gonna use the second wind just in case. I already got dunked on by that rider. I'm not gonna go to the campfire again. Not again. Not going to jail again. Well, I've never been to jail. I've been accused. I've been sent to court. And that's no secret. I've already mentioned it before. But yeah, I've been sent a summons to go to court. Apparently because of my dangerous driving. Like, whatever, bro. Like, I'm the safest driver I know. But apparently, basically the tractor that hit me didn't think so. You know, like an actual tractor spun around and hit me while I was driving past it. So, not on purpose, I suppose, but still, it wasn't my fault. But anyway, I mean, and I quote, what is this? Is that something rare? Is that actually a companion gear? Where did it go? Whatever that was. What did I just pick up? You receive rough astral diamonds, yes. Menzoberranzan elite sigil too. Okay. Alright. Don't know what it's for. Where do I see the music died again? I don't know how long that's been like dead. I kind of want to use something else, guys. I kind of hate this. You know what? It's fine. I'll just use it for right now. I know it sucks, but I set up this kind of like content with that in mind, so I'm not gonna play around with like music for right now. So elite something something something. Is it down here? I don't see it anywhere. Is it not even playing right now? Why is that so super quiet? It's there. There is music playing, guys, but it's so quiet that you won't be able to hear it unless you're like straining yourself to hear to actually hear it. Seals, not seals. What's it got? Elite something something. It's probably at towards the end here. I don't know. It's not the last one. Maybe if you go through campaign, you can see it better. Nope. Maybe in the store? Yeah, I see it now. Menzoberranzan Elite Sigil, I got 2. And maximum is what? 500? Oh, wow. That's a lot of elites to kind of be hunting. I will open these because I've been pretty lucky with the insignias. Oh, never mind. Not this time. Game says no, no, no. I don't think I'm supposed to kill these guys. I don't wanna spend too much time killing things that I'm not supposed to be killing. I might, maybe I was supposed to kill those guys. I don't know. One thing I noticed is this map is too huge. It's just a whole bunch of nothing. Like, there's not a whole bunch of nothing. There are things going on, NPCs walking, yada yada yada. But it's just so big. Right? Like, I would have preferred like a bunch of the riders here, a bunch of riders there. But now I have to traverse the whole map just to look for these riders. Sorry, my ears are itchy. Something was biting my ear while I was sleeping on my pillow just now on my bed, and I was like, there can't be something there, but it's like, I feel like there was something kept on gnawing at my ear. I don't know, maybe it's bed bugs. It might be bed bugs, guys. I'm so sensitive that I could actually tell when a bed bug is biting me. Maybe, I don't know. Write it down as my my nerves, my nerve endings. They're so sensitive right now. Oh, good news. Actually, now, in a bunch of all the bad news that I've been telling you guys thus far, good news is my sugar level. The last time I checked with my doctor, my checkup, my HbA1c, which is kind of like my sugar levels over a 3-month period, if you didn't know, is 8, and that's really good for a diabetic, right? Even for a type 2 diabetic, it's really good. But unfortunately, my doctor decided to add another medication, metformin, on top of the Dimacron that I've been taking. So now I'm taking eight pills at one time. So there's like 5 for my diabetes, and 1 for my cholesterol, 1 for my blood pressure, and 1 for my uric acid. So yeah, 8. 3-4 different kinds of pills for my conditions, and 5, like 5 for my diabetes. So it's like, okay, that's kind of, and they always say like, okay, your kidney's good. It's like, yeah, of course it's good because I've been taking medication all this time. But now that I have started medication, you would have thought that if I got my HbA1c to 8, that they would reduce my Dimacron and metformin, and not increase it. Seriously though, this is too big and there's too little. Oh, no, I thought it was like a mark. This is just a normal mob. It was not the captain that killed my ass. And it's not a rider, which is not a mission quest. I am basically wasting your time, guys. Just going around killing things. But anyway, story time. So I got increased my medication. C'est la vie, it is what it is. But the last time I took my sugar reading, because I was starting to feel a bit giddy, a bit dizzy as well. Like, I was a bit imbalanced. And I didn't know whether it was because of fatigue, because I haven't been sleeping, or whether it was hypoglycemic reaction. And a hypoglycemic reaction is basically when someone doesn't have enough sugar. Right, anything below 3.8 is very dangerous for your body. You might end up dying because there's just not enough sugars in your body to kind of like function properly, No, these are mine. I've been going around looking for these. How many more of these do I have to kill? I have no idea. 1 more apparently. They need to spawn. Either they need to increase more of those mobs, or their kind of like respawn times are very low. Like for every, I don't know, freaking 10 seconds. Something like this. I'm going through the whole freaking map. There's like a bunch of guys here as well. You know what? Maybe let's just go to a low. There we go. 1 person. Let's see how that goes. And I feel like the music's not playing again. It is playing, but why is it so freakishly low? It is so friction. Yeah, I swear it's gonna be really high in the recording, right? I know it. I know it. I've set it low so that it wouldn't be like screaming into your speakers, right? Into your headsets. But now I can't hear it. I set up my volume on my headset really high just so that I can hear the music. But now the kind of like in-game music is too loud. God dang it. I really can't have a happy medium for some reason. Oh, but it is like 3D. I can hear it like left and right. I'm looking for the NPCs to rally. There we go. Here's one. I think this is the last one. Thank God. Is that all? Weird. That seems to be all, guys. Shall we attempt another HE? We shall. Guess we're going this way. Wait, hold on. I mean, I'm still not used to the Underdark, North Dark kind of like map. Actually, if I was being honest, is this like a target as well? If it was a really easy target. I might want to farm that one. What am I supposed to do? Oh, there's demons. Here be demons. Are we supposed to kill the demons before they go through the portal? That would be my... Oh my god. I think I bit more than I can chew. They're like constantly coming out of the portals, guys, non-stop. This is definitely a group content. This is not solo content. But I'm surviving. Okay, never mind. Take that back. I'm not surviving. I'm not gonna survive this. I can't stun them fast enough. There's too many of them. And the cooldown of my stone is like very, very long as well. My Q stuns them. The ranges are the one. I'm hoping my daily is up soon-ish. It's not gonna be ready. Oh, I got my Stones of Health. That was clutch. I'm wasting a lot of my Stones of Health though. But you know what? Fortunately, I got them for free. Hey, look at that. I managed somehow. God, double release. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Am I supposed to close this or something? There's gonna be a whole bunch of them coming out at the same time, isn't it? Close abyssal portals. Oh, I'm supposed to kill the mobs too close. Yeah, now these guys are like too close together. What happened to all that space? Like if they were far enough from each other, they would not have like aggro to me. But apparently, 3 out of the 4 portals decided to aggro on me, which doesn't make it soloable for me. Now it's manageable because most of them are dead already. Like if I'm low on health, I could. Oh my god, never mind. I'll just pop my daily right there. Yeah, I might want to swap to either pig or both intelligent and wise for my heals, because I'm not gonna get it this way. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. Okay, let's go pig and intelligent and wise. Pig instincts for the control, and wise. Intelligent and wise for the heals, and then Celeste might be good. Like I said, Shatter Kai Witch is good as well, but she doesn't heal me. So let's go Squire actually. Let's go Squire. He heals me and he does AoE as well. There we go. And hopefully this is still up by the time I get there. How many minutes was it? It looks like 12 minutes less than. Hopefully I can survive this time, guys. It really is because of my gears and weapon sets. And I'm doing this solo. But I'm kind of curious if I can. It looked like I kind of could. Maybe if I had like reduced control, or increased control resistance, I might have been able to survive that. Is this way? Why did it tell me to go that side? Maybe if I didn't aggro all of the demons in one spot. What do you say? Did that interrupt the channeling? Oh, not that one. But my pick should have procced that one. This guy's a ranged. I don't remember the demon's name. Like I used to remember all the demons' name because I was in Underdark or somewhere that's got a lot of demons. That would be Avernus. Spartan. That would be Avernus. Anyway, that's closed. Hopefully we don't aggro any of the other portal. What the fudge? Why did this portal suddenly have a mob? What? What hit me? I hate this. I hate you. He's ranged. I'm melee. Hello? Excuse you? Stuns? Only I can stun people, okay? You're not allowed to stun me. I'm getting a headache, guys. Sorry, it's just one of those things. If you're fasting, I suppose. If you've never tried fasting before. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, okay, that's one big boy. That, I'm pretty sure... if I'm sounding it like totally like sexual, that's the biggest I've ever seen. I mean the sword, the monster itself. He is huge, but that's oh yeah. Is he gonna heal himself? Let's just go back and see how that went. I have a sinking feeling he must have healed himself back. Yeah, the size of the demon or devil or whatever, he's like the standard size, but his sword definitely is the biggest I've seen so far. My, what a big sword you have. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Let's just do this one more time, guys. This particular HE, because I don't think I have enough. Oh, I've already done this one, so I don't need to do that one. The riders, I mean. If I can't do the HE, I most definitely cannot do the BHEs, the big heroic encounters. Why is there no music? Seriously, I hate sound alert music. It stops. It should just loop back. Dubstep, poggers, FIFA. Let's go Minecraft inspired. Why not? We're not exactly playing Minecraft, I know. It doesn't seem like it wants to play. There we go. It did start playing. And now it decided not to play again. Now it started to play again. Oh my god. Seriously. Why are they demons here? Okay. Anyway, going back to the HE. He's got full health, I bet. Yep. So basically we have to survive all of his attacks until he's dead. And I doubt that's gonna be the case. He's gonna like two-shot us basically. This swing and then another swing. I'm gonna use my daily. A-hole. Absolute. He's got a lot of AoEs. In fact, he's got a pass. It's like a dot AoE. I'm just gonna use all of my stones of health, aren't I? Ow. Let's try. I was gonna try doing range, but he's like, nope. Oh, it's gonna rain. And I've got 8 minutes left, so you know what? We're just gonna end the video here. We didn't do much in terms of mod 25, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's basically new content. We're just gonna keep on doing this as we figure it out. I'll probably keep on making videos as I'm playing it, even though it's like the wife's here and stuff, etc. We are gonna watch a movie tonight. We're gonna watch Shazam tonight, so I won't be around to play after reset anyway. But that's fine. We got the whole week. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Today, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably gonna get dunked on by this boss, to be honest. He's like zipping, zapping all over the place. I'm trying to get away from his melee range. He's whipping me though. Like as long as I stay out of his like sword range, which is pretty far, by the way. If you didn't notice from his like his sword, and he's got a whip as well, but I have a shield. Why is my my movement speed? I was like, why am I moving so slow? That's why. Yeah, I knew he was gonna hit me. Well, I'm dwindling his life, his HP. So it might actually take me 8 minutes to kill this dude. However, I only got 5 minutes left. So unfortunately, this video is gonna end regardless I kill him or not. Most likely not, unless like people decide to come here and save me. Or assist me, sorry, not save me. I don't need saving. I'm an independent man. You know what? Let's go YOLO. Let's go YOLO. He should, yeah. He should miss me there, as I was saying. Yeah, that was not gonna miss. And I think my daily is gone now, so let's go ranged again. I don't know if I can solo this. I mean, if people can't solo this and I can, like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's thunder. I was gonna say that's lightning, but lightning is the light. Thunder is the sound. Okay, so you know, kind of like Thor, the god of thunder, is like, yeah, but that's lightning. Thor, you know, thunder is the sound, god of thunder. It should be god of lightning, not god of thunder. But anyway, you know, who's keeping tabs, right? Who's keeping tabs? What was I saying? So yeah, win or lose, we're just gonna end the video because I gotta go soon-ish. I gotta prepare for my outing. I mean, the movie is probably gonna start towards like 6 o'clock, so we've probably got like 2 hours to kill. Probably gonna look at shelving. By the way, another thing that I mentioned in my my previous video is that I'm making kombucha, guys. Woo! Like, if you guys don't know what kombucha is, it's basically fermented drinks. I thought it was Russian. It was actually Chinese. Kombucha. I mean, chai is like Indian, whatever. Cha and tea is basically made from China anyway, so it kind of makes sense that kombucha is actually, or kombucha is made from China. But anyway, it's a 1,000-year-old fermented drink. It is so good. Like, well, actually, not all kombucha are made the same. I can say that with confidence. My kombucha, not to kind of like toot my own horn or flute, whatever. I may need to use my daily. Actually, I was gonna say I might want to use my Stone of Health, but my daily popped, so I don't need to anymore. What was I saying? So kombucha. Not all kombuchas are made the same, and God, and I can say that with confidence, you know. And also that I'm confident my kombucha is one of the best tasting kombucha there is. Bar none. I've tried all of the commercial kombuchas here locally. So there's like 3 types of brands of kombucha available so far that I can tell, like available at restaurants and also like from shops, and they all sucked. They all sucked. Mine is kind of sweet, but it's not from the sugar. It's like, okay, so basically it's sweet tea fermented with a SCOBY, and I'm gonna do the kind of like kombucha brewer thing. It's a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, right? That's what ferments it, and also the sugar in the tea is being fermented by the SCOBY. I might actually pop a scroll mass life if I die here. Although I do have a scroll of life, so I might actually use that instead. You know what? I probably should be using my source of health better. You know what? No, I'm just gonna use my daily. I'm just gonna use my daily. My guy here is not healing me as much as I'd like for him to heal me. Hey, what is this game? I dug in. Well, I guess shield is faster. Oh no, what the time? I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys. I got like 50 seconds left, and it's like he's halfway still. But you know what? Win or fail, let's just finish the video when this HE ends. Like there might be a sudden influx of players coming in helping me, so we might be able to finish this. Who knows? What was I? Oh, kombucha. Anyway, so my kombucha is the best kombucha, bar none. At least locally. I've not tried the GT one, which is the famous one, millionaire kombucha. May I want to be a millionaire as well. Again, Japan trip. Guys, I need to accumulate about $5,000. I want to say I've got 500 again because I've spent a lot of money because of making this kombucha and also this investment, the secret investment I've been talking about previously. Let's just say the end. Let's just say I have spent over, or shall I say my wife has spent over 5 figures worth in terms of capital for this investment. And again today, so it's like, why? So kind of like this. So let's have a real talk for a minute, guys, before I end the stream or video, shall I say, the content. Let's go back to the city, and I want to say it's here, or is it here? No, I think it's here. I don't know. Oh, see, my alarm went off. Let's have a real talk here, guys, before I go. So you know how the Credit Suisse, the Swedish kind of like bank, is like falling apart. I think it's already closed. It is the second largest bank in the world, apparently, international bank. Or something like this, because of kind of like cryptocurrency, whatever, the fall of cryptocurrency, something like this. So my wife has been really kind of like has this phobia. I want to say, it's not unfounded. I want to say there has been crises, plural, happening in the past. When it comes to the economy, you know, COVID was one. Then there was like world economic crisis back in the day. I want to say about like maybe 10 years ago, maybe even 20 years ago. I don't remember now. So the thing is, if you have money in the bank, and correct me if I'm wrong. I'm no economist, or I used to work in a bank. But I don't work with the money side. I work with administrative, so I'm not really. I may not even be qualified to talk about this. But from my understanding, because of the economy, and also the collapse of economy currently, with kind of like U.S. banks and the Credit Suisse and crypto and all like COVID as well, especially I suppose it affected it as well. So what happens is money in the bank, right? Your money that you put in the bank is basically just zeros and ones. It's electric. And if the bank, and apparently you can look it up if you want to. I don't have a source. You can ask your friends or even the bank if this is true or not. I actually don't know. I mean, if they are your friend, probably they will tell you straight up. But if they're just your bank, they'll probably deny this. So, take this with a pinch of salt because I may not be qualified to talk about this. So what happens is, if there is a world economy crisis or whatever, like maybe even a national one, they're going to shut down. The banks are basically going to shut down. This happens, I think, in Malaysia already, or is it Indonesia? One of the countries, Venezuela, or something like this. Or is it England? I don't remember. It's one of these countries. maybe not even that I mentioned so far, a country locked its like money banks. Um, Basically, they froze everybody's assets in the bank. So if you have like money in the bank, you cannot take it out. You're not insured against kind of like economic crises. Um, so basically, you won't have money. Like all the money that you have in the bank. That's why it's a good thing to have money like not on you, but like set aside, like not in the bank. Um, so my wife's phobia, in my kind of like wife's panic, I want to say, she's basically taken out all her money, like all her money, and then put it into something else. And I don't really want to talk about that something else because it's basically what my investment is, like our investment. Sorry, not our my investment. So it's our investment, and that's a lot more stable, I want to say, than currency. But basically, all I'm saying is all the money in the bank is out, most of it anyway. Like I want to say 95%. Like most. I don't have a lot in the bank, so I don't really care for it. But I do have like money set aside. So and of course this investment as well. So my advice to you guys is at least have half and half, maybe. Have it maybe not in an investment because then if you really need the money right now, it's probably gonna be like it's gonna take a while, maybe even months. If you have it like say in a savings or not savings, a not a loan. Investment such as I don't know, life insurance, something like this. And if you take it out, then there's gonna be fees, right? So that might not be a good idea. I have like my piggy banks, whatever jars I call them, for physical money I put in, and then yeah, I have always money on me as well. But anyway, all I'm trying to say is just don't have like all of your eggs in a basket. Don't have all of your money in your bank account, because if knock on wood, there's economic crisis, the banks close, you're not insured against it. Like the money is not your money anymore. Money in the bank is no longer your money. They are not. They're only insured like 5% of the total amount of your money or something like this. It's not 100%. Money you put in the bank is no longer your money, basically. Money in your hand is money in your hand. However, that money, like Venezuela, for sure, for one, their currency crashed, so it became useless, right? All of the currency, they're using U.S. dollars now. They don't use their currency anymore. It's practically useless. They're making bags out of their currency for right now, as we speak. So if that were to happen for your country, for example, then money is basically paper. Is paper printed on money paper, right? So that's why we're doing this investment. And a hint is something that I've already invested in before. Do I want to mention it? No, not really. No, I don't want to be mysterious. I just we're just starting out in the investment, and I don't want to say too much because it may not be what we think it is. But we have spent a lot of money into it. We've pumped in a lot of money, like 5 figures, and it's not just like say 10,000. It's more than that. So anyway, sorry for taking too much of your time. I probably lost you as soon as I started fighting that HE guy. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I gotta go. So that's just a tip, real life tip. Just don't put all your eggs in the same basket, guys. Please. Just have a bit of money for a rainy day, okay? Just to survive for, I want to say, money set aside in a safe somewhere that you can take out at any time, that is secret safe, for that can last you for like 12 months. So if you use like say $1,000 every month for your business, for your livelihood, then have $12,000 set aside somewhere, not in a bank, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, I hope. And see you later. Peace, y'all. I love you all. And sorry if I've upset anyone. That's not my intention at all. I'm just, you know, prediction. You never know what happens in the future. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Bye bye. Gotta go now. Peace, y'all. Bye.